And it is the 50th day of 50 days of trash. So today we will finish up our 50 days. And so I was been kind of reflecting on it. And so part of me was not exactly sure what I wanted to do for the last episode. And I think really I was starting to overthink it. I was kind of thinking, oh, I shouldn't do that, or I can't do that, or whatever. And I decided, you know what, you're overdoing this. Just find some stuff that we need to get rid of and get rid of it. And so this is actually kind of a twofer. It's short, but actually there are kind of two things that we're doing here. One, I have a wooden cutting board. And this is also a wooden cutting board. This one is sort of like for roast or something. It has like a little, what I want to call that, sort of a moat or something to catch, when things are sort of dripping off into it. And I've had these, I don't know how long, more than 20 years, I bet you. And there was a time where I would use the wooden ones. I quit using them largely because I read many years ago that they're not as sanitary as the plastic ones, that, stuff gets into the wood, bacteria and stuff goes there, and to use them really, if you are going to use them, which you can, but they say to really do that, you need to scrub these with like a bleach solution. Otherwise, it's really just not that sanitary. And I got to thinking about it and I thought, well, for purposes of sanitation, I am going to wait and I'm going to use plastic ones instead. And I've done that forever, but I never did. Now, I will tell you, honestly, I was ready to throw them away maybe 10 years ago. And I was getting ready to get rid of them, and the person I was dating at the time's like, "You can't get rid of those. You have to keep those." And she's like, "You keep those." And she's like, "If you don't use them, I'm going to use them." So I kept them, and I never used them, and she never took them. So here they are, all these years later, and I'm finally going to get rid of them. I was going to stick them in the trash, but honestly, there's nothing wrong with them. If people like using the wooden ones and they don't mind sanitizing them, they can. So I'm going to take those over to Goodwill. The other thing that I have here is, as I've been going through stuff, I have all of these glasses cases. So this one is empty, and another one that is empty. This one has my last pair of glasses in it. And so I'm going to keep these. I really can't see without my glasses. So if my glasses break or something, I'm kind of in a bad way. So I will keep these for a spare. So those get kept. This pair, there's another pair of glasses. This is my pair of glasses before the other pair of glasses. And again, I've kept them all these years. I don't remember when these got, and honestly, I think I have more glasses around here that I have not found. But I am going to take these glasses and donate them, probably with the box. And I'm going to, this is just like a soft case that I got somewhere, and these are really, I would say, more for like sunglasses. So I am going to keep my last pair. I'm probably going to keep one extra box for glasses. The others, I'm going to donate my old glasses, donate one or two of these empty boxes, and get them out of the house. And so that wraps up 50 days of trash. So I've been kind of thinking about it. Do I still have some trash? Yeah, I do. But it has been a big difference. I don't know if you've been doing this all along. I don't know if you can tell the difference. There's some things that I thought I would get to that I didn't. I thought I would do some more in my garage. I only really did a couple of things in my garage. I have out there a bunch of old, what I consider to be toxic chemicals that, you needed them, and then you have some left over and you don't know what to do with it. And those probably need to go to like a toxic waste disposal. And I probably will do that, but it just, I ran out of time in my 50 days. And I have stuff up in the attic. Again, I got into the attic a little bit, but there's still some stuff up there in the attic that I could do. I don't think I could do 50 days, but I could spend a number of days in the attic. I have some books up there that I should really go through. I have some other records up there. And I'm going to be honest, one of the reasons I didn't get into the attic and the garage so much is it's winter, and because of it being really cold, it's not always conducive to being able to work out there very well. So I still have some stuff to do. But here's the other thing, which I'm sure is obvious if you've been following along. I did do 50 days of trash, but the other thing that I did is I did 50 days of video. And so that was really kind of important for me too. I mean, that was an unstated goal, but that was one of the things, I wanted to do enough video to where I started feeling comfortable with it. And I wanted to kind of get down a little bit of a process for it. So there are a lot of things that I would probably, still need to learn to do. I don't really know how to edit. That's one thing that I really need to work on. I need to figure out a little bit better way of planning, but this has been a good thing for me in terms of learning video. I am going to do another 50-day challenge. I'm not going to start tomorrow because I really need to, first I have to decide what challenge I'm going to do. And as I've gotten into this, I had a whole bunch of things in mind, but it occurred to me as I've been doing this, it's like, one of the things you have to consider is if this is going to be a video, how are you going to do that? And so that's something that I realized is going to take more planning than I expected to do. So I need to kind of think that over a little bit and figure that out. So I will have another one starting up, sometime here soon. But now I also thought I'd reflect a little bit on what we did accomplish. I told you a little bit about what I didn't get done, but I started thinking about it the other night, and I won't be able to remember all 50, but if you think about it, we cleaned out the freezer, we cleaned out the refrigerator, we got rid of expired spices, we cleaned out expired food in the pantry, we got rid of expired canned goods that we had, we got rid of a collection of plastic cutlery that I'd gotten through drive-thrus, we got rid of a collection of 3D glasses from movies that for some reason I had. We got rid of batteries. We got rid of light bulbs that were no good, that especially ones that needed to be recycled. We got rid of old files that we had. We got rid of paint. If you go back, there's 50 days of that stuff. Another thing I didn't get to that I thought I would is getting rid of some old clothes. I could spend some time going through my clothes and get rid of a lot of those as well. So, but I think the big thing is doing a little bit every day for 50 days. It's pretty amazing. Just kind of looking around, it really is noticeable, and it's pretty amazing the difference it makes. So I don't know if you found that to be true. If you've been doing this and you followed along for 50 days, I'd like to know what you think. I'd like to know if you could tell the difference. Tell me your stories. I'd like to know. And so if you've liked this, this will be the last one. I'm going to put it in the playlist for 50 Days of Trash. When we start up the next channel or the next challenge, we will do a new playlist for the new challenge, and we will just kind of keep going that way. So thank you all for coming along. I know that a few of you have been here for just about all of them, and I really appreciate that. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Share it with a friend. Maybe share the playlist with people, and maybe even subscribe. And like I said, I'm not expecting to do a video tomorrow, and probably not for a few days, because I really want to give some thought as to what that next challenge is and how I'm going to do it. And then we'll get started on our next challenge, and I hope that you'll follow along for that as well. So that's it, my friends. Thank you again, and I hope to see you for the next 50-day challenge. Take care, everybody, and have a great day.